Hello everyone and now welcome to a game between Sonic versus Sheik. This game taking place here on Last Snow. Sheik spawning as how come the colors are funky? Here, let me there we go. Here we have Sheik spawning as the blue undead player over here on the bottom left-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, Sonic has spawned as the yellow night elf over here on the top right. Undead versus night elf in this 1v1 matchup. What am I expecting? Well, I was not expecting a Tavern hero, and that seems to be what is going on here. Interesting to see a Tavern hero straight off out of the gates in this game. Sonic is opening up with an Ancient of War, has not placed down its Altar of Elders as of yet. Coming back down on the opposite side, Sheik is going for a pretty standard build. All of that bright green that is, well, just so common with Undead. Getting this Tomb of Relics a little bit earlier than necessary, since, well, the Tomb of Relics will be completed well before that Death Knight is able to shop for anything. Coming back on the outside here, Altar of Elders is now being trained up. All of this is being played close to the vest or close to the chest. I guess both technically work. I've always said close to the chest, and I'm like, no, it's like, no, it's vest. I'm like, is it? Mm-hmm. Right, I don't wear vests. I keep my cards close to my chest so that no one else can see them. Anyways, all of those little analogies and metaphors that are well talked about, and hopefully we'll see what the archer does here. We are going to be looking at Last Snow. Last Snow is a map that was part of the Hive Cup here. We are looking at this archer hanging back right here. Where is the tavern? The tavern is actually right in the center next to these two giant statues. And we're just going to continue to look at how things are going to move on here. I actually wonder, how do these how do these maps possibly look in Reforged? I wonder if they actually look good or not, as it is going to be a Beastmaster first. All right, Beastmaster first on a tile set that is similar to Northern Isle more than anything else. Sheik versus Blade or Blade versus Cash. Not working. Going to send some substitutions. Yes. Some did not work, but thank you for tuning in. Mammoth going to go ahead and try to engage. There is an ensnare, quickly taking down a Ravager right there. It looked like it could have been a possible fast expansion attempt. However, it just did not work. He actually forgot to bring in forgot to pull back with that Wisp enough, and the Wisp got ensnared and got taken down. Ring of Protection +3 now picked up. That Rager trying to dive on in. You can see that the Rager is actually very far back here, and well, very good job of just splitting up this creep camp. And I don't believe, yeah, that is an orange creep camp that does not give full level 2. All right, so not full level 2 there. Orange creep camps sometimes give level 2, sometimes do not. Xander Dorn, he had a map maker that is often frequents my channel. Says that his maps, he tries to make 2 green creep camps or 1 orange creep camp get to level 2. It's sometimes a 5-3-3 or always a 5-3-3 creep camp is labeled as an orange creep camp, and we all know 5-3-3 creep camps do not give level 2. Alright, Beastmaster is going to be able to sneak away. Very high survivability with a Talisman of Evasion and a Ring of Protection. Alright, between that 6 armor and 15 evasion, that's going to keep that Beastmaster pretty good on health, as we now see a Hawk join in on the fight to keep track of where the undead is. Sheik, does he realize that there is an expansion already underway? And that is the question that he needs to have. Based upon the items, it doesn't really look like it. A Ring of Protection +3 isn't really ubiquitous to saying that I cleared out a large creep camp. However, Sheik does not care, as he already has his expansion of his own. I wonder how many supply that farm gives. I don't know. That farm has a gate around it, and you can also apparently you can do drops inside it as well. So a little bit of Goblin Zeppelin micro if you want to put in your riflemen in there and have them fire from the comfort of the farm, so to speak, as the Beastmaster now pulls back. All right, If there wasn't a lot of piercing damage before, there is now Beastmaster with Quill Beast, and now with Quill Beast instead of bears, as the units are not going to try and engage here. Meanwhile, archers are just trying to get some damage off onto those skeletal minions and finish them off down to 3 hit points. It looks like it is able to escape away as this Tree of Life is now nearing completion. More ghouls now coming back around. However, Sheik, or it looks like Sonik has been doing a great job trying to deny level 2, but now that level 2 is online with Unholy Aura, Unholy Aura will allow those ghouls to walk around that much more quickly. Solid affair, good. Not much is up, as you can tell. I am casting right now as the Beastmaster now makes his way back down.
The player's forces are under attack.
Coming back through, ghouls trying to go for a surround here. Death Knight, well, wanting to shake that Beastmaster. However, there is actually, well, going to be quite a bit of a difficulty trying to get away. The archer is going to be able to add up a lot of damage there. The ghoul down to 57 hit points, now backing away once more. Both sides now splitting back. The ghoul loses the Unholy Aura, but unable to keep up within that distance. The way the trees are set up, you can actually lose line of sight turning around these trees and then being able to shake off your opponent. All right, entangled gold mine. Are we gonna? Ooh, there goes one wisp. Is that wisp also gonna get taken down? Is he gonna try to jump inside? Yes, they are now jumped inside, hiding and in perfect protection right there as the archers now need to retreat back. Beastmaster trying to protect all of those archers. Huntresses are there. There goes a death coil as the archer now trying to slip through back. Is he gonna be able to get back away? That is the question. The archer perhaps gonna try and shadow melt, but there is dust of appearance on that Death Knight already. All right, there you go. There's a dust of appearance. A charge is lost. Archer is taken down as the Death Knight now going to go after another archer again. All right, this giant farm in the middle of the map, making it difficult to maneuver around. There's a Tome of Intelligence being left behind. Is the Death Knight going to spot it? Oh, there you go. Get in a little bit of blocking, and Sheik says, you know what? I'll just take the Tome instead. Beastmaster still chasing back after this ghoul here, and it looks like, well, Sonik is actually a bit ahead in terms of overall supply, but that is because he has a lot of workers right now as we're looking at this expansion about to get taken out. Archers are now making their way back over again. Huntress, 16 to 18 damage, same as those archers right now, and the archers eventually start dealing more, even though it is just piercing damage. All right, Death Knight trying to catch up to that archer once again. Archer just, well, thanking the Night Elf who is fighting alongside her with a giant cat, riding that cat right there. Going to go ahead and fight again, trying to fight inside a Night Elf base with semi-full moonwells. Not a very good strategy as a Huntress pops out just in time to, well, delay that retreat. Meanwhile, back down on the opposite side, Scroll of Town Portal going to retreat for Sonik. Sonik now teleports back home, going to use up those moonwells already, and does not have an Ancient of Wonders yet. There it goes to try and get down those moonstones. A second Ancient of War will be added here. We are looking at a tier 2 already. Meanwhile, we are getting in some moonwells to try and get some home field advantage off at the natural expansion. Sheik, however, has already pretty much built an entire second base at his natural. A Spirit Tower, a Nerubian Tower, gargoyles, a crypt, and a necropolis all here. Well, doing some sort of land grab. Well, a developer's land grab here, making a very powerful second town that will be easy to defend. Now, Last Snow, even though there are a large number of creep camps, only has one expansion for each location. Coming back around, yeah, with only one expansion for each location, the gold mines do start with 20,000 gold. So it does make sense that the players are just trying to establish up these gold mines, establish them up early. The main gold mines only have about 12 minutes of mining left. So that is an indication that the expansions are incredibly important for you to start Amazonia, but better. All right. Amazonia, but better. There is a lot of places to try and creep. Yeah, there's a lot of things to do as we are now looking at Sonik going for Tavern Hero number 2. Okay, Wendigo, in addition to Mud Golems, Ice Troll, Trappers, it looks as though this creep camp's going to get cleared out. However, the ghouls and the gargoyles are all in position. There's an acid bomb coming down. Units going to try to make their way through. All right, Tome of Intelligence on the Alchemist. 28 to 55 damage right there. Death Knight gonna make its way over, try to go after all of those archers. Archers are trying to retreat back. Lich is now gonna end up being surrounded, but how much is that really gonna be a problem there? As you see an acid bomb now go down onto the gargoyles. All right, gargoyles, archers are pretty much already all cleared up. Only 1 or 2 left as the Death Knight gets up to level 3, gets a level 2 death ball off onto that Lich to keep him alive and well. Gargoyles now going after the Huntress is there, and both sides are losing a lot. Death Knight could be in trouble, down to 348 hit points after a potion of healing. Frost Nova finishes off Alchemist there as the Beastmaster is getting 4 units surrounded. Going to try and break free once more. Huntress now continuing to engage. Are we going to see more units getting taken out? The Beastmaster actually wants, I believe, wants that ghoul, gets it off, gets it taken down with another Quill Beast there as damage is still adding back up. All right, Death Knight down to 115 hit points. It is, well, desperately trying to retreat back away. Unholy Aura working wonders. Double Quill Beast. However, those Quill Beasts do move very, very quickly with Frenzy. However, one of those Quill Beasts did not have Frenzy on auto cast. All right, that's a little bit, or maybe the Frenzy came to an end. Yeah, so maybe the Frenzy had just come to an end. All right, Ancient Protectors, however, already in position. Sheik was able to establish up a couple of Ancient Protectors. I had not even seen this on the minimap, trying to keep track of all of the fighting going on. Beastmaster is right there, and are we going to see some fighting come in? Yes, we are, but there is just simply too much of an army here for this Beastmaster to, well, really defend this location well. And Sheik says, you know what, get out of my house, get off my lawn. And get off my lawn. I know you're a giant tree, but you don't belong here. Beastmaster trying to retreat back here once more. A couple of gargoyles are here as well. Units are now, well, doing a little bit of retreat again as the Wisp are now being brought back over with Glaive Throwers. All right, last Ancient Protector now already taken down. Glaive Throwers are in position here. Are we going to see another healing? There's some detonation. Archers, mass archers coming back across, and I don't believe that Sheik actually expected Sonik to have this many units already here available, ready to go. All right, more damage coming across. There goes another Glaive Thrower and another Ghoul. Sonik actually having the supply advantage right now and the larger army, surprisingly, and that is not even counting the powerful summons that Sonik has. All right, Blue Dragon Spawn Warrior, some additional creeps that we don't normally see. Archer's going to try and engage level 2 on the Alchemist, and we are just looking at the Alchemist just going to town here off of all of these units. Meanwhile, low hit point Archer, are we going to see a Staff of Preservation? No, we are not. More damage. Death Knight now trying to retreat back. There is an Acid Bomb, but besides that damage over time, really not going to do very much. And we are looking at some, well, Chemical Rage for that chemical raging Alchemist, but he is not going to be able to do enough. But he now does also have Scourge Bone Chimes. This is a Sonic game if I ever, yeah, Sonic pretty much playing that harassment style. So many archers, Beastmaster, and also Alchemist. Alchemist just shy of level 3. Archers are already 2-0 upgraded. We are at Tree of Ages, not going into Tree of Eternity. That surprises me, as the improved bows is a very big damage increase indeed. All right, coming back across here, archers are just trying to fight away once more. Alchemist gets up to level 3 in that frontline location. Beastmaster in the back. Perhaps Rings of Protection or Circuit of Nobility will be given over to the Alchemist so that the Beastmaster can hold an additional Scroll of Healing as well. With an army as wide as this, all of a sudden Scrolls of Healing work out extremely well, as we're looking at the Beastmaster, well, pretty much with no items available, or no item slots available. Tech to tier 3 has not begun. We're staying at tier 2. Mass Gargoyles and Lich. We don't see a third hero coming in from the Undead, as this is quite a delayed Halls of the Dead. It's going to be coming online around the 1345 mark, and then we should be perhaps looking at a Dark Ranger. All right, Glaive Throwers coming down across here. We're going to get some damage onto the crypt, and I like this play by Sonik. Sonik bringing over Glaive Throwers, and as always, whenever the majority of your army is just piercing and heroic damage, you need a way to be able to actually deal damage to buildings if you want to force an engagement. All right, we're looking at back across here. Beastmaster is in that frontline. Huntress may be forced to back up. Archers are all here. Are we going to see an acid bomb across all of those units? There it goes. There's that acid bomb. And now all of a sudden, so many of of those units are going to be taking damage here, as we also see a Thunderhawk trying to go after some of those units as well. Archers, mass archers trying to cover up a lot of protection here. Death Knight now trying to pull back here. 53 supply compared to 52. Gargoyles still trying to make their way back over. All of the glaive throwers, however, taken down in extreme fashion, since, well, the gargoyles were able to dive onto that location. Gargoyles, however, now negative armor, trying to retreat back. Archers getting in a bit of healing, and here we go. And he's going to get in some damage right there as the archers are trying to add up that damage here. Archers, well, need to pull back. That lightning shield actually going to be doing a lot of friendly damage. What's the hard counter to gargoyle? Difficult to save. Like, hippogriffs are obviously not that, and there is some more acid bomb coming back across. All right, little bit of damage over time, starting to really start to eat up at that gargoyle number. Sheik trying to retreat back down to 7 hit points, down to 4, and it is the fact that it is on blight that is the reason why so many of those gargoyles were able to stay alive. But, well, in a battle of attrition, eventually that damage started to add back up. We do see a Dreadlord as the third hero, not the hero that I was expecting, as the Death Knight able to get back away again. All right, damage more adding back up. We are looking at a Thunderhawk in the air. Is he going to be able to catch up to that Dreadlord? Yes, it does. Finishes it off. And now perhaps going to try and go after this Lich now. All right, in comes the Death Knight. Death Knight trying to come back over. Thunderhawk is right there leading the way. Beastmaster sitting at level 5 is going to actually get up to level 6. 42 supply compared to 46 right now, as the damage is starting to add in. The archer numbers are starting to get low. Skeletal warriors are in position here. Lich could get taken down, but I don't see any way to really slow it, as double glaive throwers now show up to the party. All right, double glaive throwers here to put in more pressure. And once again, thank you for the follow, as we see a Death Coil onto that Lich right now. All right, Alchemist is going to be in a little bit of trouble, down to 228 hit points. Glaive Thrower is down. Staff of Preservation saves. Well, triple Quill Beast trying to go after those gargoyles, but those gargoyles are actually going after those glaive throwers. Are we going to see those glaive throwers getting taken down? Yes, we are. Glaive throwers for gargoyles there, as we are still looking at, well, Dark Ritual across that Lich to try and get more mana for continual Dark Rituals. Again, Death Coil, Frost Nova, level 2 across the board, as the Beastmaster retreating back home. Talisman of Evasion and Ring of Protection adding up there. Sonik sitting on 1,500 gold at one point, and now says, you know what? I can perhaps try and do a switch here. All right, is that Quill Beast gonna... Yep, nope, does not catch up to that gargoyle. The Lich says, you look delicious. Taking down that gargoyle and getting in some mana. All right, Death Coil, Frost Nova. Where is that Chemical Raging Alchemist trying to go to? Retreating all the way back. Beastmaster there to show up once more. Sobi Mask, well, supplying much of the army. 39 supply compared to 50 supply. And I think Sonic's strategy is to actually keep thinking that Sheik is actually in low upkeep. That's the reason why he's trying to see what his opponent is going to be building. He knows he doesn't want to continue building mass archers or he knows he wants to continue building mass archers if his opponent is continuing to go for mass gargoyles. But he needs to see that army first before he can really start to commit. Sitting at 45 supply now. 49 supplied now, getting up those archers. That's 8 over 24, and we are now still only at Tree of Ages. The lack of that tier 3 upgrade is gonna make a big impact. Gonna make a very big impact, as the archers are now upgraded to 2-1. Hippogriffs hippogriffs not anywhere to be seen. Tree of Life, what is this? It looks like an undead unbroken Dark Weaver. Do not ask me what it does. Not a very common mercenary by any stretch of the imagination. More detonations. Perhaps some repairs are going to be getting underway. There's some detonations there, as the Entangled Gold Mine going to get shut down. Going to be the one to deal first real blow by taking out that expansion. All right, main expansions are now lost. Our main bases only have about 2 minutes of mining left. And at this point, and at this stage in the game, well, Sheik knows that Sonik needs to bring the fight to him. All right, Talisman of Evasion. Items going to get transferred around here, doing a little bit of musical chairs with items. Or, no, that's not quite the analogy I was looking for. But I can't think. Nope, can't think of a good analogy.
Town is under siege.
And this is where a co-caster could like fill in and be like, and just make fun of me a little, or come up with one as well. Tetris. He casts Unholy Frenzy. Great. Oh, that casts Frenzy? Okay. So that mercenary casts Frenzy. All right, Tree of Life. Oh, is it going to get sniped down? No, it is not sniped down. That would have been a big loss of 300 gold. Units are now making their way back over. Thunderhawk is in play off over here. A level 3 Quill
Player's
Beast.
forces
And
are
well,
under
we're
attack.
looking at the Spirit Tower. Going to be able to poke that down very quickly. Raging Quill Beast, 39 to 45 damage. Almost similar to a Serpent Ward. However, it does have more hit points and it can move and attacks very quickly. There goes a Carrion Swarm. Wow, that Carrion Swarm really did a lot more damage than I thought it would. Scroll of Healing isn't available anywhere. There is a Book of the Dead. So the Alchemist having a Book of the Dead could have a big deal right there as that book now drops into play. Trying to get some damage down onto all of those units. There goes another Carrion Swarm right there. Our Gargoyles coming in from the side, flanking Sonic's position, and Sheik is in a dominant position here, adding up that damage first, getting that Carrion Swarm to just add up so much as we're looking at the archers trying to fight their way back. There goes another Carrion Swarm. They're not hitting nearly as much, but the damage looks like it has been dealt. A lot of low hit point archers as the Beastmaster falls at level 5. Alchemist looks like he's going to be next to go. And, well, level 3 on to the Crypt Lord as the Beastmaster does end up falling or sorry, not Beastmaster, Alchemist does end up falling. Beastmaster was already gone, and that is the end right there. Frenzy adding into the attack speed, making that Lich with that Orb of Corruption so deadly. Couple of things to note in this game: we did not see um, we saw a slaughterhouse. I don't think I saw an obsidian statue. Yeah, abominations was the reason for the obsidians for the slaughterhouse. So no obsidian statues in the game, which is generally considered a bread and butter unit for the undead. However, I guess if you're going for such a wide army and you know that you're going to be taking area effect damage from the acid bomb of the alchemist, all of a sudden you can run out of mana on those obsidian statues very quickly, and then those obsidian statues just turn into a liability as they need to transform into destroyers to be able to do anything. And as destroyers, well, if your opponent has mass archers, that isn't going to work out very well. But there was one obsidian statue. All right, it wasn't a standard 2 or 3. There was and it wasn't there for very long. I don't think I spotted it, but very strong play coming in from Sheik. Sonic looking like he was able to pester for a very long time. I think how Sonic ended up losing was he was focusing so much in one of those fights during the mid game that at the end of that fight he only had 35 supply and was sitting on 1500 gold. If he was able to keep up with his production, he would have bounced back a little bit faster. Instead, Sheik was the one who bounced back faster and was the one to be able to take momentum and control from that point on, always having a slightly larger army, and that small advantage turned into the victory. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.